Hi all, I just want to do a quick little tutorial for the art lesson for Friday. The picture I found online actually calls for you to paint it so that you can kind of blend out the colours in the sunset, and you can kind of do, darker greens going in here and brighter up near the sun. But I don't have paints at home, and just in case you don't, I did it with pens, pencils, markers. So I just want to show you what I did. So that's the aim of what we're doing. The first thing I did is you just need a piece of paper like this, and you kind of draw your horizon line. You can do that by folding over if you wanted to find the middle, or you can just kind of guess it and just kind of gently draw a little pencil mark going across for the horizon. For the sun, you're drawing a circle, but just the bottom of it is missing because it's dipped below the horizon line. So you kind of go something like that. You're not colouring that in. So then I took a few different yellows. I've got like twistable type yellow, and I have a pencil one. Yeah, that's what I kind of did, and I just kind of coloured the whole top of it like that in yellow. I tried to keep it lighter toward the sun, so I went kind of more like gently in here as much as I could. Like, that's what I'm saying, if you've paint, it's great. Sorry, the sun is not making a great... Anyway, so lightly here, and then as I went out, I got darker to show that, it's brighter towards the sun. So that's the first step of it. You draw your horizon line, you draw your sun, don't colour that in, and you're going to colour the whole sky yellow. Just checking, is that what I did? Yeah, I did do that. Whole sky yellow. Just doing a rough copy of it now. And I went darker near the edges, just to let you know. Darker yellow out here, lighter yellow in here. Once you have that done, you do the path. So this is kind of a perspective drawing. By perspective, I mean it's giving you the idea that you're standing here, and then this is further away from you, if you know what I mean. So the path, to do that with the path, what you do is you start underneath your sun. I did it with pencil to begin with, and you kind of just go over and back like this on the side of your pencil, over and back. And as you're coming towards the bottom of your page, you make it wider and wider and wider. Okay, and then I went back over it. Again, if you can make it brighter near the sun, that's a better look. So you can go back, and I don't have any rubber because they're all chewed off the top of pencils. So you can kind of rub it out if you wanted to make it a little bit lighter up there. So it's more narrow up there, as you can see, and it gets gradually, a bit like the letter A, I suppose. I went back over it then. I happen to have a marker. Not a Sharpie one now, to be honest, because they're too pigmented. They're too strong for this. But anyway. So that's kind of the pathway, like a letter A. Okay, then what I did was I coloured in the green grass, and I did use a marker for this, just again, one of those little Crayola ones, and I coloured the whole thing. It would have been better if I had a mixture of greens, I would have thought, brighter greens up here, and I'm not using Sharpie, but that idea that you could use a brighter green to show like the highlight near the sun, that it's brighter. But anyway, I just went for all green, the same colour green. And as I came to the path, you kind of colour over parts because the grass is growing out onto the path. And the same over here. And the whole thing will be coloured green, right? I'm not doing it all for now. Colour out to there, and you colour the whole thing green here. Okay, so you draw your horizon line, you draw your sun. Sky is yellow, getting a bit brighter towards the sun. Bottom half here is green, and your path is in the middle. The next thing you do is draw your trees. Okay, so your trees are going along the path. So the first tree you draw, I'll do it completely in Sharpie. I started in pencil and then I changed to Sharpie. So I would recommend a darker marker here, but you start here, and this tree can be just kind of normal sized enough. I made sure that when I drew it and I came up, we'll say, that the branches didn't go through the sun for the biggest tree. I kind of went up and over the sun, if you know what I mean. And then it came back down with that branch, and you can do whatever you want. Okay, so there's my first tree. When I do my next tree along, you can match it on this side. Okay, so you can go up here with this tree. Okay, and so on. Okay, so there's your two trees. You'll colour them in completely black. okay, because they're kind of in shade of the sun. You'll colour them in completely black once you've drawn them. So you can do it in pencil to begin so that you're sure where you want them, and then go over it in marker. So for the trees that go behind it, you want them to be slightly smaller, because the idea that they're further away, as things are further away from you, they are smaller. So you can draw it here, and I'm going to do it a little bit smaller. This time I will let a couple of the branches go over the sun like that. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy enough with that. And I'd colour that in black, and I'd match it on this side. So colour it in black, and I go over and do the same on this side. So do another tree here. You know, I can pass through that tree, have a branch going over there, and then I want to do a couple going over the sun line, etc. Okay, and you colour it in. And then I'm going to do my next tree along, smaller still. So like more narrow, smaller. The tree is further away, and the same with this one. Just do a little small tree along there. So that's your trees. The front two are the biggest because they're closest to you. The next ones along are a little bit smaller, and the third ones along are smaller still. And I said I didn't put the big branches over the sun. It's just the second and third trees that I put going over the sun. Then once they're coloured in, I took 3 colours of pink. I happen to have 3. This is where you can use Sharpies if you have them. All right, I took 3 colours of pink because I want to make them cherry blossom trees. So I started with the dark one, and I just did little kind of oval shapes at different parts of the tree. For the ones furthest away, I kind of just did dots, or a little smaller, because they're further away, so the leaves are smaller. And the bigger tree, nice big leaves or petals on the flowers. So I did that colour, I did this colour, and did them in little clusters, because they kind of do grow, don't they? And then I had like a kind of a peachy pink as well that I used as well, and I put that in there. It's only slightly different to the other one, so if you have 2 pinks, that's perfect. And then the final thing I did was I took the dark pink and the paler pink, and I just did a couple of petals on the ground, because cherry blossoms, lovely as they are, once the wind comes, the petals are everywhere like snow or confetti. So I did a few of them kind of on the, they didn't colour in so great on the grass, so I did more along the path, to be honest. Like so, and just to show you with the paler pinks, just some dots over here on the trees further along the path further away. So that's what I did to make the cherry blossom perspective spring drawing. I did the horizon line with the sun, didn't colour in the sun at all, coloured the sky yellow, paler yellow close to the sun, darker near the edges. I coloured in the green next. Oh no, I didn't, sorry, I did the path next, like a capital A in grey. Then I coloured in the green. Then I sketched my trees in pencil for my actual drawing. I sketched them in pencil first. Biggest trees closer to you and getting smaller as you go along. And then I did my petals, and I kind of coloured in. I kind of rubbed out, as you can see, to make it paler, the path near the sun. And I went over with kind of a black marker here to make it more shaded further away from the sun, I suppose. But the green, I didn't do anything, it's just flat green. I just coloured it all green. So that's the cherry blossom art. I hope you give it a go, and I'd love to see pictures of it. So best of luck.